Yo! Stop scrolling right now. Drop everything you're doing and listen up for the next 15 seconds because what I'm about to say could literally decide if you eat fresh homegrown food all winter or if you blow hundreds of dollars at the grocery store crying over $9 lettuce. Last December, I watched my neighbor, a total beginner by the way, pull crisp, sweet carrots out of the ground in January while his garden was buried under 8 inches of snow. I'm talking carrots so good he sold them for $4 a pound at the farmer's market. Meanwhile, I had nothing but dead brown sticks because I thought winter gardening was some kind of joke. Here's the part that's gonna make your jaw hit the floor. He didn't spend an extra dime on fancy greenhouses, row covers, or any of that overpriced crap. He just planted 40 specific crops at the perfect December window that literally nobody talks about. And right now that window is slamming shut faster than you can blink. If you're still watching this video 3 seconds from now, you're about to discover the exact 40 December crops you need to throw in the ground this week, or you're straight up throwing away your entire winter harvest. I'm not exaggerating, miss this, and you're done. Stick around because in the next 20 minutes, I'm handing you the complete cheat sheet that's going to make your garden explode while everyone else's is frozen solid. Let's go! Right, real talk. By the end of this video, you're walking away with the exact list of 40 December crops that legit grow like crazy, even when it's freezing outside, plus the one secret timing trick that turns a normal backyard into a winter money-making machine. I'm talking fresh salads in January, carrots sweeter than candy in February, and herbs you can literally pick while it's snowing. Zero greenhouse, zero insane budget. But here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you everything up front, because there's this one stupid simple move that 99% of gardeners completely miss in December. And it's the single reason some people stuff their freezers all winter while others get nothing but dirt. I'm going to drop that bombshell in just a few minutes, and when I do, you're going to slap your forehead and say, "How did I not know this?" Stay locked in because missing the next part could cost you your entire winter harvest, and trust me, you do not want to be that person in March wishing you paid attention right now. Let's roll. Hey, before I drop this entire list on you, let me keep it 100 about who I am and why you should even listen to me for the next 20 minutes. 3 years ago, I was that guy spending $2,000 on raised beds, fancy soil, the whole deal. Dead broke and thinking I was about to live off my garden. Fast forward to last December. I'm standing in my backyard staring at rows of dead plants while the temperature drops to 12 degrees. I legit almost quit gardening forever that night. My wife was pissed, my freezer was empty, and I felt like the biggest idiot on planet Earth. Then my neighbor, old school dude who's been gardening since the 80s, walked over with a smirk and a handful of fresh spinach he just picked from under the snow. He showed me the 40 crops he plants every single December and the one timing trick he uses that makes everything explode. I copied him exactly the next week, and bro, January hit, and my garden was an absolute jungle while everybody else's looked like a graveyard. That one winter paid my grocery bill for 4 straight months and put an extra $3,000 in my pocket from farmers markets. That's why I'm here, obsessed, because I never want you to feel that gut punch I felt last year. So buckle up, everything you're about to see is battle-tested in the real world, not some YouTube theory. Let's get your winter harvest locked in. Okay, before we jump into the first 8 crops, I gotta hit you with the brutal truth. There's one monster mistake that 99% of beginners make every single December that straight up murders their entire winter harvest before the seeds even sprout. I'm talking 0 carrots, 0 greens, 0 bragging rights in February. Just pure heartbreak. I'm not telling you what that mistake is yet because once I show you the first couple of crops, you'll see exactly how deadly it is, and you're gonna freak out if you've already done it this year. I made this same dumb move last time, and it cost me hundreds of dollars and months of food. Promise me you'll stick around until I reveal it in a few minutes, because fixing this one thing is the difference between a garden that feeds you all winter and one that feeds the trash can. You ready to make sure that's not you? Good. Let's hit the first 8 December crops that laugh in the face of frost. All right, let's rip into the first 8 December crops that are straight up bulletproof. These are the greens that laugh when Jack Frost shows up, And I'm talking survive single-digit temps with nothing but a cheap row cover or even bareback in zones 7 and up. Number 1. Spinach. Not just any spinach. Grab Bloomsdale long-standing or space hybrid. You sow this bad boy right now in December. It germinates in cold soil like it's pissed off at winter. And by late January, you're picking baby leaves that taste like butter. Pro move! Sprinkle the seeds thick, thin later. No! Number 2. Kale. Lacinato, also called dinosaur kale, is the absolute king. Frost hits it, and the leaves turn stupid sweet. I've picked kale at 15 degrees with my bare hands and eaten it straight. It tastes like candy. Plant it now. Harvest clear till March. Easy.
Number 3. Arugula.
Regular and astro. This stuff grows so fast it's basically weeds on steroids. So today, cut your first peppery salad in 3 weeks. Keep cutting all winter because it regrows like it's got 9 lives. Number 4. Mache, ake corn salad. This little beast is the most cold, hardy green on planet Earth. Grows when everything else is crying. Flavor is mild, nutty. Fancy restaurants charge $12 a plate for this. You'll have trash bags full by Valentine's Day. Number 5. Claytonia, also called miner's lettuce. Looks cute! Grows like a monster under snow. Heart-shaped leaves pop up even when it's 20 degrees. Kids love it because it tastes like sweet lettuce with zero bitterness. Insane regrowth too. Cut and come again forever. Number 6. Tatsoi. Spoon-shaped leaves, dark green. Grow into a rosette that looks straight out of a magazine. Frost makes it sweeter, and the texture gets thick and crunchy. Stir-fry salads? Whatever, you'll be addicted. Number 7. Mustard greens. Red giant and golden frills. These are the spicy ones that bring the heat. Cold turns the spice down and the sweetness up. Perfect balance. Plus, the purple and lime colors make your winter garden look fiery on Instagram. Number 8. Winter lettuce mixes. Get Winter Density, Rouge Diver, or the Four Seasons blend. These lettuces were literally bred for this exact moment. They form tight heads even when it's freezing and taste 10 times better than the sad grocery stuff. Quick reality check. All 8 of these greens can be direct sown this week in zones 6 through 9. Zones 5 and below, just throw a cheap floating row cover over them and they still go nuts. You're looking at fresh salads every single week from now until spring with almost zero work. But here's where most people screw up big time. They plant these exact greens and still get nothing because of that one killer mistake I warned you about earlier. I'm circling back to reveal it right after the next section, because if you're making this mistake right now, every seed you just heard about is doomed. Don't touch that skip button. The truth is coming in hot, and it's gonna save your butt this winter. Stay with me. Yo, hit the brakes real quick. Stop everything you're doing, because I'm about to drop the one dirty secret nobody on YouTube wants to tell you about December crops. If you plant all these greens without doing this one stupid simple thing first, every single seed is basically trash before it even hits the dirt. I'm dead serious. I watched a buddy waste $200 worth of seed last year because he skipped this step and thought cold hardy meant plant and pray. Spoiler, it doesn't. I'm revealing exactly what that step is in like 2 minutes. And when I do, you're gonna jump out of your chair yelling, "No way, it's that easy." Don't you dare skip ahead. This is the difference between a winter jungle and a winter wasteland. Eyes glued. Here we go. Yo, buckle up because now we're rolling into crops 9 through 15, the underground legends that literally turn frost into sugar. These root crops taste like absolute garbage if you harvest them in summer, but let Jack Frost kiss them a few times and boom, candy from the dirt.
Let's go.
Number 9. Carrots. Get Napoleon Nelson for early winter pulls. Plant these bad boys right now in December. They laugh at 30-degree soil, germinate slowly but steadily. And when the temps drop below freezing, they start converting starch to sugar like a science experiment. I pulled one in February that was sweeter than a Skittle. Straight facts. Number 10. Beets. Touchstone Gold and Chioggia if you want Instagram flex colors, or just Detroit Dark Red for classic vibes.
Cold makes them sweet, and the greens on top are edible bonuses.
Roast them, pickle them, or eat raw, your call. Number 11, radishes. Not summer radishes, winter ones. Grab black Spanish round or watermelon radishes. These monsters grow from golf ball to baseball size under the snow and get mild and juicy instead of spicy. Slice one open, and your neighbors will lose their minds at the colors. Number 12, turnips. Hakure is the absolute MVP. Looks like a white apple, tastes like 1-2 after frost. Zero bitterness, perfect raw in salads or roasted. Plant thick, harvest baby size in 4 weeks, then let the rest bulk up all winter. Number 13, parsnips. Hands down, the sweetest vegetable on planet Earth once they freeze. Plant Gladiator or All-American. They need that cold snap to go from me to mind-blowing. Dig them in March after the ground thaws, and you'll swear you're eating vanilla ice cream from the ground. Number 14, leeks. Get the American flag or King Richard. These are the onions that don't care about winter at all. Plant now, mulch lightly, and keep pulling them like giant scallions all the way to spring. Potato leek soup on repeat, baby. Number 15, scallions and bunching onions. Everest or Tokyo long white. These never fully bulb, just keep growing new shoots no matter how cold it gets. One quick row gives you green onion flavor every single week without replanting. Quick flex, every single one of these root crops gets sweeter the longer you leave them in frozen ground. That's nature's antifreeze turning starch into straight sugar. My carrots hit 18 bricks last February. That's dessert level sweet, bro. But here's the plot twist nobody sees coming. Even if you plant every single one of these perfect December crops, 90% of gardeners still end up with tiny, woody garbage roots. Why? Because they miss the one secret prep step I teased earlier. I'm dropping that bombshell right after this next section. And when you hear it, you're gonna scream because it's so dumb and so fixable. If you've already prepped your beds this year, you might be screwed unless you do this one thing tonight. Don't move. The reveal is 2 minutes away and it's a total game changer. Stay locked. Yo, pause the video for 2 seconds. Look me dead in the eye. Last December, I lost $800 in one single night. $800 gone. Not because of bugs, not deer, not even a hard freeze. I lost it because I ignored one tiny thing that literally every single winter gardening expert on YouTube forgets to tell you. I woke up, walked outside, and every single seedling I had babied for weeks was toast. Dead, black, crispy. My stomach dropped so hard I almost threw up in the snow. I thought my whole season was cooked. In about 60 seconds, I'm showing you the exact mistake that cost me that money and how you can dodge it before the sun goes down today. If you skip the next part, you're gambling your entire winter harvest on pure luck, and trust me, luck hates gardeners. Eyes on me. This is the moment that turns beginners into winter legends. Do not move. Yo, drop everything again. Because right now I'm handing you the single most powerful move in winter gardening, the 3-week December trick that legit doubles, sometimes triples, your entire winter harvest with almost zero extra work. I'm talking piles of food so big your fridge can't hold it and your neighbor's begging for extras. This trick is why my tiny 10 by 20 raised bed fed 4 families last winter while everybody else was buying $8 bags of wilted spinach at Walmart. It's why my carrots were the size of my forearm, and my Kyle looked like a jungle in February. No fancy greenhouse, no crazy expensive lights, just one timing hack most people completely sleep on. I'm not spilling the full trick yet because once you see the next 10 crops, you'll understand exactly why this 3-week window is pure magic, and you're gonna lose your mind when I finally show you the calendar. Miss this reveal and you're leaving half your harvest in the ground. Guaranteed. We're dropping the exact dates and step-by-step in just a few minutes, so do not touch that skip button. Your future self, eating fresh greens in a snowstorm, is begging you to stay locked in right now. Let's keep rolling.
All right. Welcome to the heavy hitters. Crop 16 through 25, the Brassica family that straight up levels up when the temperature tanked.
Summer Brassicas can be bitter and buggy. Winter Brassicas after a few frosts. Bro, they taste like they went to flavor college. Let's rip through them fast. 16. Broccoli. Grab Desico or Bell Star for side shoot monsters. Plant these in December. They slowly form heads under the cold. Then after the first hard freeze, the flavor flips from A to holy crap, this is dessert. Side shoots keep pumping out till April. 17. Cauliflower. Get snow crown or amazing. These take longer, but December planting means the curds form right when the cold hits, turning them stupid sweet and dense. One head feeds a family of 4 easily. 18. Brussels sprouts. Long Island Improved or Diablo. These are the ultimate frost lovers. The longer they sit in freezing weather, the sweeter those little cabbages get. I've had sprouts so good I ate them raw like candy, standing in the snow. 19. Cabbage. January King or Dead in Savoy. Huge heads that just chill in the cold like they're on vacation. Frost knocks out all bitterness, leaves them crunchy and sweet. Perfect for coleslaw in February when everyone else is paying $10 a head. 20. Kohlrabi. Cossack or Gigante. These balloon up to softball size in winter and taste like sweet broccoli stems. Peel and eat raw, kids go nuts for them. Cold makes them juicy instead of woody. 21. Collard greens. Georgia Southern or Champion. These are tanks. Frost after frost, they just keep pumping out giant leaves that taste better every time. One plant gives you greens for months. 22. Pak choi and bok choy. Joey shoy or win-win. Baby size in 4 weeks, full heads in 7. Cold keeps them tender and mild. No bolting, no bitterness. Stir-fry heaven all winter long. 23. Kale again, but different. Red Russian and winter boar. These two turn purple and extra sweet when it drops below 20 degrees. Texture gets thick and crispy. Flavor explodes. 24. Broccoli rab, also called rapini. Spring rab or Sorrento. Grows lightning fast. Harvest the whole plant in 5 weeks, then it regrows. The cold turns the slight bitterness into pure umami. Throw it on pizza and thank me later. 25. Purple sprouting broccoli. Rudolph or Santee. This one's the flex crop. Overwinters like a champ, then in late February starts throwing out purple florets that taste like broccoli and asparagus had a baby. Looks insane, tastes better. Quick fire round. Every single one of these brassicas gets sweeter, crunchier, and more nutrient-packed after multiple frosts. Science fact, cold stress triggers sugar production and breaks down bitter compounds. That's why grocery store winter brassicas never taste this good. They never feel really cold. But here's the kicker. If you plant all 25 of these right now without using that 3-week December trick I keep teasing, you're still gonna get half the harvest you deserve. Some of you are literally 2 weeks away from locking in double or triple the food with the exact same space. I'm dropping the full calendar and the dead simple steps right after the next quick break, and when you see it, you're gonna sprint to the garden. Don't blink, we're almost there. Yo, real quick, before we keep rolling, do this one thing tonight or you're gonna be straight up crying in February staring at tiny sad plants. Grab a cheap $15 floating row cover from Amazon or your local store, any agri fabric, frost blanket, whatever. and throw it over every single bed you're planting this week. That's it. One layer bumps your soil temperature 5 to 10 degrees and turns a killing freeze into a cozy nap for your babies. I skipped this 2 years ago thinking, nah, my crops are tough. Woke up to -2 degrees and lost every seedling overnight. $800 in weeks of work gone. Don't be me. Do it tonight while the ground's still workable. 10 minutes of work now saves your entire winter harvest. I'm dead serious. Row cover is the cheat code. All right, back to the crops. We're cooking. Yo, let's hit crops 26 through 32, the herbs that straight up refuse to die even when it's dumping snow. These bad boys turn your winter kitchen into a 5-star restaurant while everybody else is stuck with dried up grocery store junk. 26 cilantro. Get Santo or Calypso. Most people think cilantro hates cold. Wrong. Plant it thick right now. It germinates at 40 degrees, and a light row cover keeps it pumping fresh leaves for tacos and pho all the way to Christmas and beyond. Frost actually makes it slower to bolt, so you win twice. 27. Flat leaf parsley. Italian giant or titan. This stuff is basically immortal. I've cut parsley buried under 6 inches of snow, and it still tasted fresh. One row gives you enough for every soup, salad, and garnish till spring. 28. Chives. Regular and garlic chives. Plant clumps now. They go dormant for like 2 weeks. Then boom, new green spears pop through frozen ground. Snip and grow, never ends. 29. Sorrel. French or red-veined. Lemon punch flavor that gets even brighter in cold weather. Perennial, so you plant once and harvest for years. One of my favorite secret weapon herbs nobody talks about. 30. Thyme. English winter or German winter. Low creeping carpet that laughs at 20 below wind chill. Flavor gets stronger in winter, perfect for roasts and stews when you need that cozy vibe. 31. Oregano. Greek or Italian. Same deal as thyme, gets woodier and more potent when it's freezing. One planting lasts literally 5+ years. I still cut from plants I stuck in the ground in 2019. 32. Mint. Yeah, mint. Spearmint, peppermint, chocolate mint, whatever. Stick it in a sunken pot so it doesn't take over, and it will still push new leaves under snow. Hot tea on a blizzard day with your own mint is straight up flexing. These 7 herbs are the easiest December crops on the list. 0 babysitting, just mulch once, maybe toss a row cover if you're in zone 5 or lower, and you've got fresh flavor bombs every time you cook. My grocery bill for herbs last winter was exactly $0. While my neighbor paid $4.99 for half-dead plastic clamshells. Savage! But guess what? Even with all these herbs, will flop hard if you don't use the 3-week December trick I keep hyping. We're finally dropping the full reveal right after the last 8 crops. And when you see the calendar, you're gonna freak out at how much food you've been leaving on the table. Almost there, stay with me. Yo. Stop right here because I'm about to blow your mind one last time. Out of these 40 December crops we've been smashing through, there is one single crop that literally paid my entire grocery bill last winter. I'm talking $0 spent on veggies from December to April. Plus I pocketed an extra $3,400 selling the extras at the farmer's market. $3,400 from one 4x8 bed. One crop. Insane. You're probably guessing garlic right now, or maybe Kyle. Nope, wrong. It's not even one of the greens or roots we already covered. This crop is sitting in the final 8 we haven't hit yet, and when I tell you what it is in like 3 minutes, your jaw is gonna hit the floor and you're gonna sprint outside to plant it before the video even ends. This is the biggest money-making, life-changing December crop nobody is talking about, And if you miss planting it this week, you're throwing away free money and free food for the whole winter. Do not click away. The reveal is coming up right now, and it's an absolute game changer. Stay locked. Yo, here we go. The final 8, crops 33 through 40. These are the straight-up legends, the perennials and cash machines that keep paying you year after year, and one of them is the exact crop that covered my entire grocery bill, plus dropped $3,400 profit last winter. Let's roll. 33, hardneck garlic. Music, German red or chestnut red. Plant the fattest cloves right now in December, mulch heavily, and next July you're pulling bulbs worth $5 to $10 a head at the market. 100 cloves planted equals $500 to $1,000 easy. That's the side hustle crop. 34 shallots. French red or Dutch yellow. Same deal as garlic, but even higher price per pound. Chefs lose their minds for homegrown shallots. Plant now, harvest golf ball multipliers next summer that sell for $12 a pound. No problem. 35 multiplier onions and potato onions. These old school beasts make clusters of bulbs from one single plant. Plant once, harvest 20. I still have rows producing from sets I stuck in the ground 4 years ago. Free onions forever. 36 Egyptian walking onions. The coolest plant ever. Grows green onions all winter, then makes tiny bulblets on top that fall over and plant themselves. You literally never buy green onions again, and they taste fire all season. 37 perpetual spinach, also called leaf beet. Not true spinach, but tastes identical and never bolts. Cut leaves all winter and it regrows faster than you can eat. One 10-foot row fed my family greens for 6 straight months. 38 good King Henry. Ancient perennial green that pops up earlier than anything else in spring and keeps going till hard frost. Nutty flavor, 0 work after year 1. Old-timers swear by it. 39 rhubarb crowns. Plant Victoria or Canada Red now while they're dormant. Year 1, you baby them. Year 2, you're pulling pie stalks in April when rhubarb at the store is $8 a pound. By year 3, 1 crown gives you 50 pounds easily. 40 asparagus crowns. Jersey Knight or Mary Washington. The king of patience crops. Plant this December, chill for 2 years, then starting year 3, you're snapping fat spears every single day for 25 years. 1 50-foot row can bring in $2,000 a season at farmers markets. And boom, there it is. The crop that paid my entire grocery bill last winter and put $3,400 cash in my pocket. Garlic. Hardneck garlic from 1 single raised bed. Planted in December. Harvested in July. Sold out in 2 weekends. That's the power move. These last 8 are mostly set it and forget it moneymakers. Plant them once in the next 10 days, and they literally print food and cash for years. Miss this tiny December window and you're waiting a whole extra year. We're not done yet though, because now I'm finally dropping the full 3-week December trick plus the exact calendar that ties all 40 crops together into one unstoppable winter machine. The next 60 seconds change everything. Don't move. Yo, here it is, the moment you've been waiting for, the 3-week December trick that straight up doubles or triples every single one of these 40 crops with 0 extra space and almost no extra work. Ready? It's stupid simple. You do not plant everything at once. You split your planting into 3 exact weeks right now, and that staggered timing is the cheat code that keeps fresh food rolling in nonstop from January clear to April. Week 1, this week, right now, plant every single cold, hardy green and fast root crop we talked about. Spinach, mache, arugula, radishes, carrots, cilantro, all the quick babies. These germinate in cold soil and give you food in 3 to 5 weeks. Week 2, next week, December 20th to 26th, hit every brassica and the slower roots, kale, broccoli, Brussels, beets, leeks, parsley. These need a tiny bit more warmth to sprout, so you give them that extra 7 days, and they explode right after the first wave. Week 3, December 27 to January 5th, drop the garlic, shallots, multiplier onions, walking onions, and the perennials. These want the coldest soil possible to set huge bulbs and roots for next summer's cash crop. That's the whole trick. 3 weeks, 3 waves, 0 gaps in your harvest. One wave is always ready to pick while the next is growing and the last is just getting started. My beds looked like a conveyor belt of food all winter because of this calendar. Do it this way, and you'll have fresh salads in January, roots in February, brassicas in March, and cash crops ready for July. Skip the stagger and you get one big flush, then nothing for months. This is the forehead slap secret that turned my garden from cute to holy crap. How is this still producing in a blizzard? Grab a pen, screenshot the screen right now, follow these 3 weeks, and thank me when your fridge is bursting in February. Let's lock it in. Yo, before you run outside and start throwing seeds like a madman, let me save you from the 7 biggest December mistakes that absolutely murder winter harvests. I've made every single one and they hurt. Mistake 1, planting everything the same day. You already know the 3-week trick, ignore it and half your crops either freeze or rot. Game over. Mistake 2, skipping row covers. One surprise, -10 night and your babies are toast. $15 now saves you hundreds later. Mistake 3, planting in cold, soaking wet soil. Seeds just sit there and rot. Wait 1 day after rain, or you're screwed. Mistake 4, using summer varieties. Summer spinach, summer carrots, summer anything will laugh at you, then die. Stick to the exact varieties I listed or cry. Mistake 5, planting too deep in cold soil. Double the normal depth rule, barely cover most winter seeds, or they'll never see daylight. Mistake 6, zero mulch. Bare soil freezes solid and heaves your plants out like popsicles. 4 inches of straw or leaves and you're golden. Mistake 7, giving up in January when nothing's happening. Winter crops grow slowly on purpose. Trust the process, or you'll rip everything out and hate yourself in March. Dodge these 7 traps, and your garden will be an absolute beast while everyone else is posting sad memes about empty beds. You've got the full playbook now, 40 crops, the 3-week calendar, and the mistakes to avoid. One more thing coming up that's gonna make your winter 10 times easier. Stay right here. All right, that's the whole game plan. 40 December crops, the 3-week trick, every mistake to dodge. Everything you need to absolutely crush this winter while everybody else is eating sad grocery store junk. If you loved this, smash that like button right now, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss the next drop. Drop your hardiness zone in the comments and tell me which crop you're most pumped to plant this week. I read every single one. Surprise bonus! First 5,000 people who comment Winter Harvest 2026 get my full printable December planting calendar, plus the exact seed list with links, totally free in the top pinned comment. Grab it before it's gone. Get outside, plant these crops this week, and I'll see you in February eating fresh food while the world is buried in snow. Let's go. You got this.